Oh boy, it's a good start when she does that. Oh, and it's so funny because I was just about to tell you guys, shit is weird again. Shit is weird again. This is a weird one, guys. And I try to use the word weird sparingly, even though you guys hear me use it all the time. My mentor, Kevin Artagaro, always tells me that don't use weird when you can explain what it is you're about to say, because then it's not weird if you can explain it. But this feels weird because it feels inexplicable to me. However, Mercury is in retrograde again. I feel like Mercury lives in retrograde. I don't actually know what that means, but all of my woo-woo friends who are one with the earth and are really good at this shit, who are always putting good energy out there for me and seem to be living their best lives, are always talking to me about Mercury being in retrograde and how that fucks up communication and how people are being weird. So I'm definitely having a weird time right now. And so it feels inexplicable, so I'm going to call it weird because that's what it feels like. Also, just as a little window into my soul. Ooh, kind of creepy looking. The window into my soul. And you guys know, I'm getting more open talking about my ex, and it's been a year since we broke up, so getting more open talking about some of the things that went down. Even though I still really don't talk about it that much, but I'm scrolling. Oh my God. I'm scrolling through Instagram last night, scrolling through, and I'm stopped dead in my tracks because my ex, who, as you guys know, wrote this song about breaking up with me, about coming over and leaving me, posted a video of these children belting out the fucking song lyrics to what has got to be like one of the worst moments of my entire life. And it's just these kids in the back seat of a car screaming every fucking word to my breakup. And it was like, oh my God, in what world have I not hit an all-time fucking weird? I'm literally listening to these kids scream sing the fucking story of my breakup. Oh my God, I was losing my shit. I was like, oh, wow, this doesn't get less weird. It gets different, but it certainly doesn't get less fucking weird. That's not the reason things are going weird right now. Everybody's communication's a little off. I feel like the people that I'm talking to right now are being like kind of off. I mean, like business partners, friends, when I'm saying talking to, I mean just like people that I'm communicating with. Everybody's just like kind of being fucking weird with communication, and maybe myself included. But yeah, Ryan Payne says that is the epitome of woof. I know. It was really, I'm scrolling through. Jake says, I was wondering if you saw that video. Scrolling through, and it starts just like these like little kids. I mean, what are they, like 7 years old? And I was like, this must be how everyone who's ever been an ex of a musician feels, because I've been that person who sing as a kid, belting the fucking words to these like huge romantic breakup ballads, and I'm fucking like 6 screaming every word. Yeah. Do I wish we could be a little more sensitive about my heart? Yeah, I do. Do I expect that at this point? No, I don't. I mean, no, I don't. So it was truly something. And I was like, well, it's a good thing I don't sleep anyway, because I'm sure as fuck not sleeping tonight. So now you guys have how'd you like the little window into my soul? I've definitely, another thing that my mentor always taught me is that comedy must rule. And when I'm in like these dark spouts of depression, as you guys know, I've been in for quite some time, and just things are like fucked up, I have to remember how fucking funny it is sometimes. Like that moment was funny. It was really fucking funny. I mean, it sucks and it's horrible and you want to just like jump out the window. But when you look at it like your life's a movie, you're just like, oh, that's fucking funny. And then today, By the way, we're going to talk about a lot of entertainment news stuff today. We're going to talk about the fact that Jonathan Majors is going to possibly be facing off against Creed. We're going to be talking about what's going on with vaccinations and how this one punk band is charging $1,000 tickets for people who haven't been vaccinated and $18 tickets for people who have. Fucking wild. We're also going to be talking about The Bachelorette, because David Spade is going to be hosting an episode instead of Chris Harrison, and then other people as well. So a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about. But first, we're going to talk about me, because that's my name. Don't wear it out. Or do wear it out. Just wear it in general. So I also, this morning, I woke up and I barely have slept at all in the last month. I've just been on one. I'm really trying not to take my Xanax, because you guys know I don't believe that I think when you're having massive panic attacks, it's really vital. But when you start taking it too often, you kind of lose track of time and stuff. So I've just been smoking to sleep, and it's just not really been working. I've just not been sleeping at all. I haven't been sleeping at all. And so last night I'm up and I'm up. And if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. I'm up all night. And then this morning I had to drop my car off because my car, the check engine light went on, and I have to replace all 4 tires, and there's an issue with my car. So I owe a fucking ton of money on my car. You know, this all happens before fucking 7:30 in the morning. And I'm like, oh my God, how the fuck am I going to do this? And I have to get the work done on my car. Otherwise I can't drive it. So, I have no choice. And my tires are completely fucked. And the check engine light, there was an issue with a specific thing that I have to get replaced. So anyway, I wake up, I owe over $1,000 on my fucking car. I'm thinking about the irony of all this the song and my life and being about to turn 30 and all the stuff that's going down. And then all of a sudden, and for those of you guys who are DPC, y'all know what I'm talking about. All of a sudden I was like, I really miss my mom, which I feel every fucking day. Rob Fishbeck says, what about the body damage to the rear end? I can't afford to fix that right now. So that's just going to stay where it is. It's still fucked up, and that's just still there. And I was going to try to fix that this bit around, but I thought that I might owe a couple $100 on my car, but because I owed as much as I did, the body damage to the rear end of the car is just going to have to stay, because I can't. Yeah, I just can't do that right now. So anyway, at least that's just hopefully just a paint job. Might be a little damage as well. Definitely isn't going to be more than $1,000. So just, yeah. So anyway, I'm just like all of a sudden hit with, I just really fucking miss my mom. And then I can't stop thinking about it. I just am like, I really fucking miss my mom. Oh my God, I miss my mom. Holy shit, if she was here, things would be so much better. And then you just like do your very best to not spiral. But there are these days where it's not the anniversary of her passing, and it's not her birthday, and it's not Mother's Day. I just fucking wish she was here. She would make me laugh and say something fucking ridiculous or whatever. She would fly out here and stay with me, so I'm not so fucking like this right now. And then also, I wanted to get this weekend, I was going to randomly fly to Chicago to visit my best friend. And I called him and I'm like, guess what, Chris? I have a couple of days that I can just get the fuck out of LA, and I'm coming to Chicago to see you. And he was like, homegirl, my mom's coming this weekend. And I was like, why? He was like, dude, I've been asking you nonstop to fucking come see me. And I'm like, listen, we're in a fucking pandemic. This is when I can come. He's like, my mom is coming to stay with me. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, and that's how I feel. So, and then I was just like, I just fucking miss my mom. So then I posted of my mom, and everybody was saying really nice things about the picture I posted, because she just had the best energy. Like, my mom was such a good time. She was so many things, but she was the life of the party. She was so fucking fun. And I just could use a little fun in my life these days. I just need a little, like a little bit of fun. And luckily, I've been having fun with the World Girls now that we can see each other more. We've been going to screenings and even like F9 or doing the Hollywood tour bus that we did that you guys will be seeing for the World Girls. There have been things, or like getting my nails done with Grammy. There are certain things that I'm like getting back into there, but like, God, she was just so fucking fun, and I could use that in my life instead of fucking having, and it's the same shit everybody has to deal with. Everybody has to go get their car fucking work on their car. And honestly, I really should be fixing my brakes, but I can't do that right now. So everyone's got to pick and choose what they can fucking do. And that's where we're at. So anyway, welcome back to Live with Roxy. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Shout out to everybody who is joining me live. Joseph Ashley, Manny Gonzalez, Michelle O'Rourke, Zeno Auer, Rob Fishbeck, Ryan Payne, Lloyd Nance, High 5326, DK. It's like the way that I say BK, Burger King, Jake Yakavetta, Pink Sweets, Mohammed Belsin, John Bainbridge, Kurt Hagans, Jackson Clissold, Adam Rodriguez, all of the people that are joining me, Jimmy Nails, much love and appreciation to every single one of you. Brandy, my girl, B. Lee, Star Gonzalez, fuck yeah. Love to see it. Gavin, Mark Jason Ali, Chris Martinez. Thank you to everybody for being here live at the Roxy on this Thursday, June 3rd. Let's start with the Streamlabs and we get to some super chats if there are any, and then we will get into some of this Creed shit and the other things that I want to talk about today live at the Roxy. Starting in the Streamlabs, we can start with our dear friend, Zenist of the Zens, Zen Glenn Caesar. Glenn Caesar says, rest in peace, Chris Burke, and love to Avery Burke. Hashtag 2 rock stars forever. Let's go Smets and everyone fighting. Hashtag smash cancer. Absolutely, I stand against anti-Semitism. I stand against Islamophobia. I stand against Asian hate. Hashtag stop AAPI hate. I know that Black Lives Matter. Hashtag BLM. I feel like that addition, Glenn, it's important that you know, because we all know. If you're here and you don't know that, then truthfully, you're not welcome here. Glenn Caesar also says Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankerson, Jonathan McNamee, and rest of the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All 3 of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Hashtag say their names. Hello and good afternoon, Roxy, and all your nicknames. Just send in Thursday well wishes. And thank you for still taking time to hang out. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, Grammy and Papa. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other. Roxy and rock stars. Shout out to Bruce Banner for jokingly reminding me of the vow of silence. I used it for myself to focus completely on visualization and silently repeating 2 words / sounds. It really helped me perceive my own energies and discover some repressed pain / memories. What did we mean jokingly reminding you of the vow of silence? I want to hear more. Explain what that means, Glenn. Glenn also says, all that really helped me with some emotional breakthroughs leading to some big releases, belching and letting up blockages, old energies that in turn gave me an even deeper appreciation for I love myself, I forgive myself, I embrace myself. Oh, I love that. I love myself, I forgive myself, I embrace myself. Glenn also says, this is more for me, but maybe it's helpful for you too. You're who and where you are in life, partly because of what you've said and done in response to who / what is around you. Be here now, not there then. Tweak your song of life, make it more harmonious, but always remember to appreciate the melody because that's what makes you you. So thank you, Roxy and Rockstars, for once again reminding me that I am the actor / writer / director of my life story, or perhaps the instrumentalist / composer / conductor of my ballad. Yeah, Glenn, I completely feel that and agree with that. And it's really hard for us to come to grips with that sometimes, that where we are is because of what we do. And what we do is sometimes in response to what's happening to us, which sometimes is a result of who we are and that cycle. So absolutely all of that. And yeah, just absolutely all of that. I agree. Glenn also said, always no. He said, RJ and everyone who shows up to give their support whenever, however they can when it gets tough, even by yourself. You're not alone. Everyone who's battling, keep on fighting. You're a winner. You're kind. You're smart. You're unique. And showing up for people who need it and want it makes you amazing. Being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, makes you humane and worthy. Your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Cheers to fuck yeah news, love and laughter for us all in each of our days, our weeks, our months, and even our years. I hope that you and each of us can find what it is that brings us joy, then do it whenever, wherever we can, and lose ourselves in it. Speaking of losing ourselves, I tweeted out this, but guys, how much do you want to see Eminem's musical on Broadway? I just think he should make a Broadway musical. It could be 8 Mile or something else. Just the Broadway musical brought to you by Eminem. That's something I would fucking go see. Oh, that'd be so good. Just because you said lose ourselves, and I thought lose yourself. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, Paul3JP says, fam fun? You want some fun? Hit your boy up. Say the word. We all need some fun in our lives after the year we've had. I'm like the great Gatsby in this bitch. All about hard work and having fun. Let's fucking go. Listen, Apollo, I have really fucking awesome friends, and a lot of them are a lot of fun. It's more like figuring out the time to do those things and just to figure out what it is that is exactly fun for me. We know that I like to go out. We know that I love music. We know I love theme parks. We know I love writing. But really, I love working so much that it's hard for me to step away from work to have fun, because work is fun for me a lot of the times. But then money and stuff. So I know a lot of you guys are in the same spot that I am, where it's just like it just keeps coming. The hits just keep coming, and you're like, how and at what point does this let up? As we're getting out of quarantine too. You know, I was not realizing, maybe you guys were realizing this, but as I was staying home so much more, I was saving money on food a lot. Now that I'm having to go places a lot more, it's so much harder to cook every meal. And I was cooking a fucking ton. I'm still cooking a lot, but that is hard because you have to pick things up. And I mean, you're out and about. And so you can't just, that's just a little more difficult. Anyway, those are just my thoughts on that. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns, thoughts on the things we're talking about today? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's get into this Jonathan Majors story. Listen, Jonathan Majors is so fucking good. I saw this story, which is kind of a non-story at this point because it's not officially announced. They're just in talks. But I cannot now picture anybody else in the world being cast in Creed to be Creed's adversary. This just seems like it has to happen. And if it doesn't at this point, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. I loved Lovecraft Country. You guys know it was one of my favorite shows of last year. But more so than that, I just think he is so ridiculously talented. He's one of those stars who he could be in any time period. He's got this like timeless, gorgeous look to him, this timeless voice to him as well. He could do so many different things. And so this is coming from Deadline, but a lot of different places reported it. It says MGM and first-time director Michael B. Jordan have set their sights on Lovecraft Country star Jonathan Majors to be the adversary in the ring for Creed 3, sources say. Negotiations are underway for Majors to star in the film as Adonis Creed's ring nemesis. In the latest big movie role looming for Majors, who's coming off the first season of critically lauded HBO series Lovecraft Country, his rise to A-list from his 2019 breakout in The Last Black Man in San Francisco has been meteoric. Roxy knows words. Majors most recently co-starred in the Spike Lee directed Da 5 Bloods for Netflix, and he's set to play Kang the Conqueror in Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I forgot about that. That's awesome. He will be seen in the James Samuel directed Western, The Harder They Fall for Netflix. Oh yeah. And Black Label Media's Devotion. So he's got project after project after project right now. But, and I feel like Kang might be the biggest role for him, but this might be the best role for him that I've heard of yet. The deal isn't quite done yet. They're working through the logistics of Major's busy dance card. Tessa Thompson and Felicia Rashad return for the third installment of the Rocky franchise. But Sylvester Stallone decided not to come back this time. The script is written by Zach Balin and Keenan Kugler. There will surely be some ring training involved, but Majors has a physicality to stand toe-to-toe with Jordan, and the Yale School of Drama MFA has the acting chops too. Stay tuned. No, that makes sense. That makes sense that that's where he went, considering it's one of the best acting schools in the world. I think that, yes, the physicality is so there. He wouldn't have to do much in order to get ready for this, except for, I don't know if he's actually been in the ring before, so he'd have to figure that out a little bit, but it's less about getting bulky and more about just getting the finesse of it all. And I think that based on his acting chops and based on his physicality, just like this says, there is no better fit for this. I think that probably Michael B. Jordan, it would do a really good job with him too, because Jonathan Majors is new enough of an actor that I think that he would be willing to take direction from any of his directors. You know, he's not going to just come in and be like, I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm not taking your direction. but he's not green enough that for a first-time director, they're going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. So I think that those two working together would be such a solid pick. And I really hope this happens. I hate when sometimes these things come out a little too soon and then it ruins the deal or something happens where it doesn't end up happening. Because at this point, if Jonathan Majors is not in Creed 3, I'm going to be so let down. And I'm stoked for Creed 3. And I can't wait to see what Michael B. Jordan does behind the camera this time, as well as in front of the camera. And I'm upset that Sylvester Stallone is not going to be in this, but this would ease that pain a little bit. So I'm hoping to see this take place. What do you guys think? Do you think Jonathan Majors is a good fit here? Have you guys seen him in much? What is your favorite role of his that he's played? Let me know in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Also in the super chat, Pink Sweets in the house says, oh, hey, Jonathan Majors, more like hold me in your jacked arms, Majors. LOL. Anyway, totally Pink Sweets. That pic of you and your mom is beautiful. You two have the exact same smile. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Pink Sweets. Was she a movie person? What was her favorite movie? Have a good day. I mean, 100% she was a movie person. The same as me. We're both TV people in our souls, but definitely she was a movie person. Her favorite movie was Gone with the Wind, and her second favorite movie was West Side Story. After that, Wizard of Oz. And yeah, she had a lot. She loved musicals. She loved old-time classics. Yeah, she loved movies. We watched a ton of movies growing up. My dad loves movies. My mom loves movies. My brother obviously loves movies. My sister's okay on movies, but she likes really crappy movies, but I like crappy movies too. Like we'll watch whatever random ass movie comes out on Netflix that nobody else has heard of. So I for sure think that I kind of rock the high low in the movie department. My mom liked like really great films, really, really good ones. Yeah. So yes, more of a TV person, but definitely a movie person still. Thank you for asking, Pink Sweets. I love talking about my mom, and any chance to have her memory live on is such a honor for me. So I appreciate that. Pink Sweets says I have to start watching the Rocky movies, which I've never seen. Oh, they're so good, Pink Sweets. They're so fucking good. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Get in your Streamlabs, get in your super chats. If you have questions, comments, concerns, thoughts on who you want to see in Creed 3 or how you would feel about this potential casting, I want to hear from you. Or if just things about your life that you're like, Mercury is in retrograde and I need Roxy to know blank, or I have questions about blank, then let me know. This was kind of a wild story. There are different ticket prices for vaccinated people versus non-vaccinated people at a concert that is taking place. And this concert is from a Florida punk rock gig that's charging vaccinated people $18 a ticket and non-vaccinated people $999.99 for a ticket. Because they are, I think it's kind of like pushing back against the fact that their governor has a strict anti-COVID passport law. And so this is their way of kind of getting around it. They have said that they have not sold a single one of the $1,000 tickets yet. I think that that's kind of the point, though. I don't think they were looking to sell the $1,000 tickets. I think they're looking to deter people from coming if they haven't been vaccinated and to encourage people to get vaccinated. Now, I don't know if this is legit, as in this is happening, but I don't know if I'm rooting for this. I think that probably is a wee bit silly. It seems like, but at the same time, I can't help it. I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, sorry, I sneezed so loud. I think it's fucking hilarious because before I sneeze, I go, I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's hilarious that people who won't get vaccinated because I don't want to get vaccinated. I'm more afraid of vaccine than I am of the virus, are now pissed because they can't go to this punk rock band that they probably never have fucking heard of anyway and has nothing to do with them. And they're like, what the fuck? I think it's fucking funny. Why do I think it's funny? Because I have a strange sense of humor. But the thing is, there are some legitimate logistic concerns here. Like if you have gotten COVID in the last couple of months, then they say that you're not supposed to get vaccinated. So those people have not been able to get vaccinated, but would like to get vaccinated. That kind of sucks. So maybe you should have to prove that you don't have COVID or you got a vaccination. There's things like that that are like, is this legit? At the same time, it's just kind of fucking funny because the people who are bitching are people who I guarantee you don't give a fuck about this concert. They're just complaining about it. And, also at some point, if you got COVID and that's why you can't get vaccinated, it's like, yeah, but why didn't you get vaccinated before that? Because if everybody was eligible to get vaccinated as of May 15th and you're not allowed to get the vaccination for, I don't know, 3 months after you get COVID, I'm making that number up. I don't know what the amount of months is. I think it's a couple of months. Then starting 3 months from now, it's like, well, then you can't really use that as an excuse anymore because you got it after you could have already gotten vaccinated. Does that make sense? It's just fucking ridiculous, but it's funny. What do you guys think? Do you think that we should be able to segregate things in this way where if you have been vaccinated versus not vaccinated, that you are eligible to do different things, or they cost different prices, or you can sit in different locations or anything like that? How do you guys feel about the vaccinations? I feel very conflicted on this because while I think it's funny because I've been vaxxed and everybody I know is getting vaxxed and got vaxxed, I just don't know. I don't know. Very, very, very conflicted. Seriously conflicted. Would love to hear from you guys. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Help support my car. This is also another little bit of a life lesson. When there's nothing you can do about something, you just have to be as chill as possible. When there's nothing you can do about it, you just got to ride the wave. And I'm very much so these days riding a lot of waves. There's a lot of stuff going on that I'm like, wow, there's nothing I can do about that. My tires are my car is too unsafe to drive. I have to replace all 4 tires. There's nothing I can do about that. There's a thing that I cannot pass a smog inspection without fixing. There's nothing I can do about that. I have to do that. Otherwise, I don't have a car. If I don't have a car, then I have to Uber everywhere, which is more expensive because I own my car. So sometimes you have to do things and you just have to be chill with it because if it's happening, then it's happening. If it's up, then it's up. Mandy says, Roxy, I've noticed that conventions are coming back really fast too. Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Well, people are getting vaccinated, so they're getting back to real life. I guess we've been living real life, but more normal life. It's kind of scary, but I'm trying to do it too. I think a lot of us are. That's that fun thing I was talking about. That's that fun thing. All right, going into our next thing that I want to talk about. Oh, before I get to David Spade and Chris Harrison, I did want to mention I saw the Bo Burnham special. I had seen half of it the last time that we talked, or I think I might have said that on the World Girls. And then I went and watched the other half last night during the hours that I could not sleep. You fell asleep. And I just have to say, this man is so fucking good at what he does. I actually was really stressed out watching this special. It was hysterical, but in a kind of way where you think about society and you're like, this hits so close to home. And also, where are we going to go from here? And I think I keep spelling his name wrong. I forget the H. Just for so many reasons. Inside was so dead ass accurate and so genius. He's also a really talented musician and singer and doing all of this by himself, editing it, starring in it, writing it, producing it, everything by himself. Some people are just fucking gifted. And he's obviously gifted. He has to do this. You cannot ignore a gift that is this strong. And so it is, as Jake Yacovetta puts it, the Bo Burnham special was fucking genius. It was fucking genius. I probably would watch segments again, like specific songs, but I don't think I want to watch the whole thing again, even though it's genius, because it really stressed me out. I mean, a lot of things are stressing me out right now. I'm a millennial, I get it, things stress us out, but like fucking Master of None. I'm going to talk about this on DJ's show. I'm only 2 episodes in right now, but holy shit, this season is depressing as fuck. It's good, but it's so fucking depressing and stressful. Handmaid's Tale, so fucking depressing and stressful. But Handmaid's Tale was always a drama. Master of None, I thought, was a comedy. And the Bo Burnham special is a comedy, but I'll say, like, even when I'm laughing a little bit to myself, like, really what I'm thinking is, oh, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. It really holds a mirror to society and a lot of the people that I know and that you guys know, and just the personality types that are out there. White woman's Instagram. I mean, it just was so good, but so real that fuck it hurt. Oh God, it fucking hurt to watch. It was like, cringy. But you guys know I love cringe. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Thank you, Ben Rayner, for the support. He says, hi, Roxy. After giving my 5 TV LGBTQIA characters, here's my top 5 from movies. Number 1, Nathan Lane's character in The Birdcage. Number 2, Frank in Mrs. Doubtfire. Number 3, LeFou in Beauty and the Beast, 2017. Number 4, Roger Barris from Producers. Oh, is that how you say his last name? I forget. I haven't seen it in so long. Number 5, Rupert Everett in My Best Friend's It just says W, but I'm guessing Wedding. Because yes to that. He's amazing in that movie. And great ones. I appreciate you sharing, because happy Pride Month. I should start every show this month with that. Happy fucking Pride Month. Happy fucking Pride Month. It is such a great month to be proud of wherever on the rainbow you are. LGBTQIA or plus, and everywhere in between. Happy Pride Month. I've been seeing so much stuff about how funny it is that corporations this month are like, we support gay people. We support them. It's like, how about you just all year round? How about all year round you just hire and appreciate and understand and acknowledge and advocate for LGBTQIA rights? I mean, better one month than no months, but it's fucking funny to watch them put like all of their queer people to the front just for this one month. All right. It is what it is. Because if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Jake Yacovetta in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, are you caught up on Superman and Lois? Bitsy Tulloch fucking killed it in this last episode. I don't know how to say her last name. Yes, I'm caught up. Yes, she fucking killed it. This episode was also so fucking depressing, though. So fucking depressing. Actually, similar premise to what's going on in Master of None. It was a really great episode, and thank you for your support, Jake. I appreciate you. It was a really great episode. I'm loving Superman and Lois, and it was kind of it deviated from what I thought the show was going to do, but I thought that not only did she do a great job, but I thought that the therapist did a really great job as well. It was very, very well done, and I thought that the advice was so solid, and that for a CW DC show to go where they did, I was kind of shocked. I know we've gone places before that have shocked me, but for this, I was kind of like, wow, I think it's really important for the young people out there to hear this story, for shit that they don't usually pay attention to. And then I'm trying to obviously be spoiler free right now, but the hugs that ensue afterwards, I was just like, God, I think maybe I watched that last night. That might be part of the reason I woke up missing my mom so fucking much. I just want a fucking hug from her. I would pay I don't have much in my bank account, especially after today, but every dollar I had, I would pay if I could hug her one time. Even if it meant living on the street for a year. Anything. I'd do anything. And it's so crazy because when somebody's alive, you don't even think about that. Would literally do anything. But it's not going to happen because that's impossible. So that is what it is. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in. Let me know your thoughts. Who else is watching Superman and Lois this season, by the way? I guess by this season, I mean the only season. And also, who else watched Inside, the Bo Burnham special? Did you guys like it, dislike it? Do you hear what I'm saying about how just like, it is? I mean, in an okay way, but like it's just so heavy. Not heavy, light, because funny, but heavy in subject matter. Like, oh, this is where we are as society. This is so fucked. So fucked. Murder on Us is a very emotional episode. I know, it really was. It really was. For sure. All right, moving forward. let's talk a little bit about David Spade. I'm kind of shocked with where all this went. You guys know all the Chris Harrison stuff because we've talked about all the Chris Harrison stuff here on this show. Plus, I'm sure you guys have talked about it on the other shows that you've watched and or with your friends, family. I mean, it was kind of a big deal. Even if you don't like The Bachelor, you guys know I've just started watching Bachelor, Bachelorette recently. I'm kind of hooked on it. It's premiering again this Monday. There's been a lot of questions. What's going to happen with Chris Harrison? We knew that there would be these other two girls, Tasha and Caitlin are supposedly hosting, and then Katie is the Bachelorette this season. I think that's what's going on. But there was talks now about David Spade and David Spade filling in for Chris Harrison for Bachelor in Paradise, because apparently Chris Harrison won't return to Bachelor in Paradise and David Spade might be filling in for it, which is wild. I actually think this could be a bomb fit. I think that David Spade is so fucking funny. He's a pro. He's been at this for so many years. There's not much we're going to throw at him that he's not going to be able to handle. And I just hope he doesn't make fun of it. Like, as long as he's actually a fan, then it will be very well done. This is coming from Yahoo. It says, Chris Harrison's future with the Bachelor franchise remains in limbo as a longtime host who came under fire for racially insensitive comments will sit this out for this summer season of Bachelor in Paradise. This is according to Variety, but I'm reading the Yahoo article. The role will be filled by celebrity comedians, including David Spade, who will serve as guest hosts, according to those whose knowledge of the plan. As of Wednesday, offers to celebrity talent were still being considered, and Spade's deal was the only one to have closed. Unlike the upcoming season of The Bachelorette, which premieres next week, Bachelor in Paradise will not be hosted by Bachelor Nation alum. I think for Bachelor in Paradise, they kind of pop in a little less. I think the host kind of pops in a little less, but I wonder how they're going to be doing it this season. So many questions on this. Who here is a Bachelor fan? Who thinks David Spade is a good choice for this? Who here is not a Bachelor fan? And because David Spade is going to be working on Bachelor in Paradise, they're actually interested in watching it for the first time. That would be wild if the ratings go up. Ben Rayner says, love Superman and Lois. Its biggest surprise from a TV show in years. The doctor was the ex-wife in Santa Claus. The episode was 5 out of 5. Love. Yeah, I recognized are you talking about the therapist? The doctor, yeah, I recognized her from something else. I got to look up what it was, but it was definitely a surprise, and they did a really good job with it, which, you know, they're not known for their nuances, but they really did a fucking phenomenal job, I thought. Let's go into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, see what's going on in here. Coming in from Glenn Caesar says, RJ, the vow of silence for me and my spiritual path is spending a certain amount of time not speaking out loud at all and speaking prayers, mantras, sacred words / sound silently inside, because speaking is really a release of energy, like playing an instrument. Oh, interesting. And that helps you, Glenn? Do you like mouth the words at all, or you just think them when you're speaking them in your head? Mark Jason Ali with that big support. Thank you, Mark. That's going right to my car. Appreciate you helping me drive more safely with tires that are not fucked up. Part of the tire was like ripped off on the side. He like pulled it up and was like, I was like, can I just get away with getting 2 instead of 4? He like pulled it up and was like, dude. I was like, can you show me why the treads are that bad? He was like, yeah, look at this. I was like, okay. Hey, Rox, how are you and yours? We're okay, thanks, Mark. Sorry about your car. Hope it's not too expensive to fix. It's like everything is. Have you caught Cruel Summer yet? I believe it will be 10 episodes. It's a free show. No, sorry, it's a free form show. Stay well, take care. Happy Pride Month. #BLM, #Smash Cancer. Remembering B. Taylor. I have not caught the show, and I haven't really heard that much about Cruel Summer. Do you think that I would like it? I would love to know. Keep me posted, because maybe I should watch. Also, who is B. Taylor? Who am I not thinking of right now? B. What could B stand for? Brittany. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, in the early 2000s, one of my teachers who was living a completely hermetic life, so like a hermit, by himself, maybe in isolation, not seeing anyone, did the vow of silence for several months at a time to build his energies and spiritual muscles, like spiritual bodybuilding. Wow, that's wild, Glenn. Then also says a few of us were hanging out last night when Bruce Banner jokingly vowed that he was not going to speak again and to only communicate with us through text message for the remainder of the time that we were together. You went to the end about 2+ hours. So that vow of silence did not work very well for Bruce Banner, apparently. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStar, Paul3JP says, maybe this is a hot take, but what they did to Chris Harrison is kind of fucked. Who's what they? Feels like production was just looking for a reason to switch it up and boot him. I know what he said. Was it worth losing it all? Also, I'm a fan of Spade. Dude is genuine. I don't think that just playing on the other side of this for a second, Apollo, I think that it's really bad for business to lose Chris Harrison. I don't think production was looking to switch it up. I think that Chris Harrison is like the staple of the show. And I think that they probably really didn't want to lose him. That's why they're not just canning him all together. They keep kind of like feeling out society to see how they're doing to keep moving forward because they don't want to just say he's done. Jake Yakoveta in the Streamlab says, not a Bachelor fan. I do like David Spade, but not enough to get me watching it. But I will shout out The Bachelor for giving us Jared Haben and Ashley Iconetti. They could not have been nicer when I met them at Spectacular Fan Fest thing yet. I got to say, Jared has become my buddy, and I really like him, and Ashley's awesome, too. They're just, I mean, Jared, Boston forever. But, B. Taylor, Breonna Taylor. Oh, my God. The way that it looked, it just did not. I've never heard anybody refer to her as B. Taylor. I was like, who the fuck is B. Taylor? Thank you for saying that. Oh, Jesus. It's been a long lack of sleep. B. Taylor. I've never heard anybody call her that. Well, absolutely to that then. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. That is true. Going back into the Streamlabs, I'm glad that they were nice to you, Jake, but I'm not surprised by that because they're really great people. Really, really great people. All right, we are going to get out of here relatively soon, so get in any last minute questions, comments, concerns, Streamlabs, Super Chats, whatever's going on. Tomorrow, I've got Only Stupid Answers at 10 a.m., and then I will do Live at the Roxy, and then Saturday, I'll either pop back in here or I'll take it off, but Sunday I'll be back here, and then we're going to do the War Girls on Sunday night. It's D-Day, so we're doing best war movies. So get ready for that. Those are all the things I can think of right now. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Any of the help that any of you guys have given me by just showing up, by giving support here, by liking this video and all of that. Plus anybody who contributed today, the Streamlabs or the Super Chat who's helping me get my car. I really appreciate that. Sometimes we take these blows, we all do, and it's just like, wow, expenses that you're not expecting to spend. But then when you have to do it, like I said, you just got to be chill. So you guys are allowing me to be a little more chill. Jake in the Streamlabs also says, shout out to the newest member of the Rockstar/World Friends group chat, Kurt Hagens. What up, Dirt? Joined us in the Zoom for the first time last night. Oh, that's huge. That's awesome, Jake. I'm glad to hear it. I love when you guys are friends. It makes me feel really good. So thank you to all of the help with the car today and all of the likes that you give this video. Tell your friends. Let's join. Let's build the Rockstars band. Let's build the World Friends. Let's keep it going. Don't forget to put down your toilet seat and the lid. We don't want those flumes. Check on your internet. You might want to blow on it. Make your bed if you haven't already. Yes, Jake, I'm talking to you and the rest of you guys. No one's off the hook. Also, good. Joseph just says, Blurs is on. Everybody go over there. Roxy Raid. Jake, if you can put the link in here. Everybody go support our friends over on Blurs. And Brett, Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops to kill Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Now I know who B. Taylor is. And on top of that, don't trend with the Holocaust. I think we hit it all. Much love. Thinking about you, Avery, if you're listening to this, and to all of you guys out there. Mercury is in retrograde. So if you're not well right now and it's a little weird, I fucking get it. Just remember, at least you weren't scrolling through Instagram and heard little children singing about your fucking breakup. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs says, Roxy, mouthing the words is fine. Whatever works for the person who is doing the vow of silence. Hence the statement of be easy on yourself and do what works for you. And I do that sometimes, but I prefer to just repeat the words silently in my head. The more you know. I love learning everybody's methods because you just never know what is going to work for you. Okay. Much love, my friends. Thank you. I didn't mean to put Xeno Hours on there, but hi, Xeno Hour. Jake put the link in, hashtag Roxy Raid for the blurs. I'll jump over there right now, too. Much love to all of you guys. And I will talk to you tomorrow live at the Roxy. Go hashtag Roxy Raid the blurs. Fuck yeah. Bye, friends. Stay safe, stay sane.